Please rise for the singing of the national anthem by graduating senior Kaylee Payne.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Wasn't that a gorgeous rendition of the national anthem? Graduates, parents, Mr. Green, faculty, and guests, welcome to the graduation ceremony of the Rancho Solano class of 2017. Having been here a year, I do know something about this class. They are scholars, athletes, musicians. They are also fun-loving, and they get along extraordinarily well. In addition, they're very, very smart. Out of 32 seniors, there were 306 complete applications submitted to colleges and universities. That's an average of 10 applications per student. Wow. 176 acceptances to 116 schools, including colleges and universities in the US, the UK, and Germany. $5.6 million in scholarships. Can you believe it? Offered to these young people. Our students plan to matriculate to 20 different colleges and universities. Some examples are in the Southwest, obviously the Arizona universities and several universities in California. In the East, Penn State, George Washington University. In the Northwest, Pacific Lutheran. In the Southeast, Belmont. In Europe, Bournemouth University. That's just a sampling of the great colleges and universities that these young people were admitted to. The class of 2017 had some impressive accomplishments in athletics as well. They had all-region recognition in girls volleyball, girls basketball, and girls tennis. For the second year in a row, one of our graduates won the Division III state championship and was named Tennis Player of the Year. We also had an NIAAA Female Scholar Athlete Scholarship Award out of this class. Members of the senior class played in the first two state volleyball tournaments in school history. Members of this senior class led the boys basketball team to the first team state tournament victory in school history. Members of this class, senior class, won the first varsity boys soccer game in school history, and members of this class won the first beach volleyball match in school history. So you're a historical group. We're very, very proud of these young people. And now, I would like to take a moment to recognize the families that support these students. So would the families of the graduates please stand up? Families of the graduates, please stand up. Wow, what an accomplishment. And, you know, they're bright kids, they're motivated kids, but nobody does it alone. And it's a great thing to have your family behind you. Now, this wouldn't be a graduation speech if I didn't give you advice. So here goes. In a letter from to graduates from a person I greatly respect, he said, "Who we become is more about learning to get along, working hard, making sacrifices, and figuring out for ourselves who we want to be and the role we want to play in the world. Things that are not taught in a national curriculum or on a list of 21st century skills." I couldn't agree more. The skills, knowledge, and experiences you gain during your schooling are important to help you become a more capable and interesting person. In addition, this learning earns you respect as you interact with peers and as you seek work after your schooling. However, your ultimate success and satisfaction may well depend upon your ability to manage your emotions, sense the correct behavior in social and work situations, and judge what in life is the most important on which to spend your time and effort. I have supervised hundreds of employees during my career, and I can tell you with confidence, it is very rarely a person's inability to do the job that gets them in trouble. Much more often, it is the inability of a person to manage his emotions or her ability to get along with coworkers or customers. Over and over, I have either read accounts of or heard stories of jobs that demand so much of a person that there is nothing left over to develop other interests, to develop friendships, or a relationship, or to spend time with family. Now here comes the advice, so are you ready for it? It's only one paragraph. Sometimes one ends up spending too much time and effort on things that in the long run are not that important. So, when you arrive at your college or university next year, be sure to keep a balance in your life. Work hard, but also manage your life in a way that you make new friends, stay healthy, and enjoy what many consider to be 4 of the best years of their lives. Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce you to our Master of Ceremonies this afternoon, incoming Senior Class President of Rancho Solano Preparatory School, Maddie Koth.
Good evening, everyone. As our head of school, Dr. Johnson said, I am Madison Koth. I've been at Rancho for 12 years, and over my 12 years, I have seen traditions come and go. But this class has participated and started traditions that I hope stay at Rancho forever, such as Risco Day, which is Rancho Solano Community Outreach Day, where the whole school goes out and does community service, or STEAM Week, where we participate in science, technology, engineering, arts, and math activities, and we all have fun. The seniors were energetic, caring, and insightful. I mean, who else would be able to relate to past experiences when I say I haven't turned in my PPD form for TOK? Every single senior has made an impact on our community, and I am very sad but also proud that they are going to move on from Rancho. They have been working so hard for so long, and I know they will go on to do great things. The goal for all graduating Rancho students is to encompass the Rancho 5: polite, considerate, responsible, respectful, and in the end, successful. At this event, we are celebrating exactly that, success of all of our graduates. And one of the best parts of a success is recognizing greatness. I would like to invite Upper School Principal, Mr. Chris Green, to the podium.
Hello, thank you, Maddie. I'd like to welcome all parents, families, teachers for joining us here today to help this group of young adults celebrate their accomplishments here at Rancho. While I only joined Rancho last year, my own family and I were amazed at the outpouring of kindness that the community showed us, so thank you very much for that. For our graduates, my advice will be at the start. Continue to create the narratives for yourselves in the future as you help to establish here. As we talked from the very beginning, we're a young high school, and I challenged all of you at the beginning of the year to really be leaders in creating these narratives, creating stories that the students after you can build on. And I want to thank you for the work you did with this year. You were fantastic role models for our younger students, even the young elementary students that come over here. You were everything I could have asked for a senior class to depend on, so thank you for that. While we're happy you've learned of the growth mindset and characteristics of the IB learner profile and thought about how these fit into your daily lives, it's with pride that all of us send you forth to your new adventures, knowing that you will contribute to your future communities in the same way. I'll finish up with an Irish blessing. In your journeys, you might have heard this before, but it's so true. And I wish this for all of you. In all of your journeys, may the road rise up to meet you. Good luck. Now it's my honor to welcome to the stage our faculty members which will present the subject area awards. Mr. Ryan McLeod for math. Dane Spencer for English. Lee Noble, Social Studies. Gordon Brown, Science. Brandon Zale, Performing and Fine Arts. And Camelia Tuminello, World Language. And we'll start with Mr. McLeod.
All right, the mathematics subject award each year goes to the student who exceeds expectations, is creative in their approach to problem solving, and perseveres in the face of a challenge. This student also possesses a curiosity and grit that led to significant academic success. This year, the math award goes to Gilles Deroux.
The English Subject Award each year goes to the student who demonstrates his exceptional micro and meta thinking, mingled with devotion to critical inquiry in English. Aside from significant academic success in English subject areas, this student also shows devotion to intellectual exploration and multi-layered perspectival approaches to knowledge. This year, the English Award goes to Edward King Gaylord III.
The Social Studies Subject Award each year goes to the student who demonstrates exceptional critical thinking skills, has the extraordinary ability to view the actions and events of the world from all possible perspectives. The student also shows a devotion to investigatory research, accompanied by thorough analytical evaluations. This year, the Social Studies Award goes to Joshua Miles Kaplan.
The Science Award each year goes to a student who exceeds expectations, is innovative and skilled in lab design, and demonstrates a passion for research. It is my pleasure to present the Science Award to Ariana Reeves-Lesniak.
The Fine Arts Subject Award each year goes to a student who brings their own passion, creativity, and ingenuity to the subject. This student also demonstrates great technical competence and the ability to create a cohesive body of work which is connected stylistically and conceptually. It is my pleasure to present the Fine Arts Subject Award to Sophie Alice Rolls. The Performing Arts Award each year goes to the student who demonstrates creativity in composition, dedication to their craft, and exceptional technical performance. This student also exhibits remarkable leadership and collaboration skills that support the performance discipline. It is my pleasure to present the Performing Arts Award to Shir Yael Chop.
The World Language Subject Award each year goes to the student who makes the greatest effort and demonstrates outstanding performance in the acquisition of foreign languages. The student also contributes to international communication, maximizes understanding cultural heritage, and embraces the spirit of foreign culture. This year, the World Language Subject Award goes to Jana L. Vandenberg.
For your listening pleasure, I'm very pleased to introduce graduating seniors Kaylee Payne, Joshua Kaplan, Sheer Job, and Madeline de Brabant as they perform Home by Philip Phillips.
Usually we perform with a fourth person, Sheer Chop, but unfortunately she has the flu tonight and couldn't perform with us, but she's up here in spirit with us.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone. I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down and it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. In trouble, it might drag you down. You get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone. I'm gonna make this place your home. Ooh, ooh, the demons, they fill you with fear. The trouble, it might drag you down. You get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone. I'm gonna make this place your home.
The Mustang Award is given to one graduating senior each year who best exemplifies the aspirations that Rancho Solano has provided for its students. The aspirations are related to all aspects of life for which we work to help these students achieve success. The Mustang Award is considered to be the highest honor that Rancho Solano bestows upon its students. I now invite Dr. Paul Johnson to present the Mustang Award.
It is with great pride I announce the 2017 Mustang Award recipient, Avina I. Nakvi.
I would now like to invite the class of 2017's salutatorian, Jana Vandenberg, up to the stage to deliver her senior reflection.
Dr. Johnson, Mr. Green, faculty, family, and friends. A week ago, I was hiking up a path on a mountain, and as I came to the top of that mountain, I stood looking in front of me, the entire valley laid out. I saw Camelback Mountain, where I had hiked together with students and chemistry teacher Mr. White. That night, Kat had showed me the most beautiful view of Scottsdale I have ever seen and probably ever will see. I saw the dorm, the houses of many friends, including Jesse's, where we spent senior ditch day. I saw the location of our amazing prom that our student government organized, where Brittany and Jill won prom king and queen. And then I saw the school, the place where I have spent the majority of my existence with you all here in the front rows. I realized then that the path I took up the mountain was much like the path I have taken to get to this point. Each of us has come from somewhere different along the way. We all started on a different path. How many of you have been here since preschool? Please stand and remain standing. How many since kindergarten? Since middle school? Since freshman year? Since last year? Standing in front of you, you have the senior class of 2017. Thank you. You can be seated. I began at Rancho Solano Gilbert campus in the 3rd grade with Kaylee, Neha, and Jenny. We spent 4 wonderful years at Gilbert, and it seems as if just yesterday we were 7th graders who couldn't wait to be graduating from the 8th grade. But before we knew it, we were on to a new path, a new phase in our Rancho lives here at the Ventura campus. And that year flew by too, and soon enough, we were all high schoolers. As we walked up the stairs on that first day, beginning a new turn in our path, we looked at those around us. On the wall by the stairs, there were 2 posters with names listed, hanging. Some of our names were there, some have stayed since and come back, some had yet to join us. Our teachers were there with us as well. They have always been here to guide us along our path. Some for many years, such as Mr. Brown in biology, Miss Adam, Miss Valente in Spanish and French, Mr. Noble in history, who we are sad to say is leaving with us this year, as well as Miss Tuminello, who I was privileged to have for a class of 1 this year. Merci, madame pour tout. Others have been relatively new additions. Mr. White in chemistry, Miss McCarty in English, Miss Bromfield, who cannot be here tonight, Mr. Berman in math. It would be wrong to say that any one teacher had more of an impact on us than any other, as even those who have only been with us for a single year have brought us farther than we could ever have expected. In HL Math, for example, we had not had a teacher for a good portion of last year and some of this year. Sorry that you missed out, Josh. You would have had a lot of fun with us. Mr. Berman came in, though, and he seems slightly overwhelmed with the idea of teaching a 2-year higher level course in less than 1, he sure did it. Thank you, Mr. Berman, and all that stuff. But perhaps the only thing more important than the teachers here at Rancho Solano are the students who I've been privileged to have along this path with me. My sophomore year, I ran for class vice president under a rather original slogan that my father inspired. Vote for Yana because we're Ohana. And And for those of you who may be a little rough on your Disney movies, Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind. And though this might sound very cliche if I am to say we are family, I honestly believe it to be true. We have come to this campus every day, dealt with each other, grown with each other, and we have accompanied each other along this path of education and life. We learned our strengths as well as our flaws, both academically and in every other realm possible. We have all been shaped and formed by each other, whether we like it or not. I know for a fact I will never forget to learn history dates before a test, like Gilles taught me. I will never forget how to say I love you in Chinese, like Angel taught me. And I will never forget to greet everyone I see with a smile, like Johnny does every day. With each year, we have watched seniors graduate and choose their paths in life. And with each year, I know I was wondering what kind of person I would be when I came to this point. Boy, did I not think I would be like this. And as I stand here today, looking at all of you, I'm not only thinking about graduating, but also that we will be choosing separate paths now. Many of us are remaining in-state, attending ASU, U of A, and GCU, which some would say comments on the rising costs of secondary education, but I'm not going to rant about that now. Others of us are moving across the West Coast to California or Washington State. Some of us are going east to Washington, D.C. or Florida, and then there's Max, who's brave enough to go all the way to England. But wherever we go, we will always have the memories, good or bad, of these years together. As our paths do part, we have the foundation of a Rancho Solano education and to a degree, a Rancho Solano upbringing. And we had our amazing parents by us every step of the way. They drove us to school no matter the distance. They were there supporting us at after-school events such as games and concerts. They paid our tuition. They were the ones we ran away from or didn't want to leave on the first day of kindergarten. And they are the ones sitting here today watching us graduate from high school. My mom always told me that children learn how to act by watching those around them, the interactions between their parents and other adults. We are taught how to love, how to laugh, what is wrong and what is right to say at the right time. On that account, I must thank my parents, as they were clearly strong role models for me as I have grown over the years. I could not have asked for a stronger female figure to look up to than my mother, who showed me the world from all of its angles. Nor could I think of a better father, who so many say I resemble both in my mannerisms and my passion for mathematics, which I will be pursuing in college. Great minds do think alike. And thank you to all parents with us today, as well as younger siblings and older, and extended family, because you made us who we are much more than we did. I would like to end my speech on a rather inspiring note. My parents and family embedded me with a series of quotations throughout my upbringing, including, but most definitely not limited to, duty, honor country, be proud of who you are and where you came from. And Yana, remember to read the questions carefully, especially on an IB history exam. Yet I believe the most important one was when my father told me that actually originated from Confucius. If you do something you love, you will never work a day in your life. I think we seniors will do well to remember those words as we begin to choose our paths in life from here on out. We will face challenges ahead, that's for sure. There will be those who don't agree with us, whether it be politically, morally, or on any other level. But even in this global world, the goals we set for ourselves should meet our standards, our beliefs, and support the path in life we have chosen and the values it reflects. So I encourage my fellow students to continue developing a strong sense of self-worth and direction, and to follow the path we forge for ourselves. And we will soon learn that if we do so, we can lead a happy, rewarding, and purposeful life that not only rewards ourselves, but all of those around us. Thank you, everyone, for everything. Congratulations, seniors. We finally made it.
It is now my great honor to introduce to you our keynote speaker for this evening. In recent years, we began a tradition selecting the keynote speaker for this momentous occasion. Each year, the senior class nominates a faculty or staff member that they wish to hear address them on their big day. Tonight's speaker has been a member of the Rancho Solano faculty for 3.5 years, where he has served as the Social Studies Department Chair and IB History teacher. In 2002, he began teaching overseas, and during his time abroad, he completed his master's degree in ancient history at the American Public University. During the year 2011, he developed a history video series aimed at cultivating critical thinking skills in middle school age students. Today, the series is being shown in over 60 schools around the United States. Our speaker is the father of 3 wonderful children, Emily, Stephanie, and Matthew, which keep him very busy. In his free time, he enjoys running, biking, and hanging out with his kids. His goal in life has always been to completely commit to anything he decides to pursue. Now, without further ado, it's my great pleasure to introduce the 2017 student-nominated keynote speaker, Mr. Lee Noble.
I used to not need these. Good afternoon, parents, friends, faculty, and most importantly, class of 2017. I spent some time over the past couple of weeks trying to come up with something special and unique, some words of wisdom to tell you during your celebration here this afternoon. But I have to tell you, for a guy who loves to talk, it was rough. After starting over several times, I finally came to the conclusion that I've already done this for you, or done this to you, quite a few times over the past 4 years. Let me give you some examples in order to refresh your memories a little bit. During the past 2 years in IB history, you have heard me offer several vital life lessons in the form of, Patriots Super Bowl wins or Red Sox games. You also have heard me occasionally give some unbelievable insight that could only be explained in the form of a track coaching story. Now, I know you're never tired of those. Hopefully, because of some of those stories, you will never forget some pieces of wisdom, such as the ability to see things from different perspectives, how to handle stress, or what a great singing voice I have. Right, Jen? Through the years, you learned how to invest make-believe money in economics, run a political campaign, not a smear campaign, for an imaginary gubernatorial candidate like Mr. Brown or Dr. Stewart. Others of you may remember learning the valuable lesson of seeing both sides of an international dispute, characterized by 2 extremely colorful speakers back in the Arab-Israeli class. Then, of course, there are certain few that still remember the important lesson that was taught years ago by a group of students on how to get off the Titanic while it was sinking. I feel fortunate to have shared so many memories with so many of you over the years. But this isn't about you and me. This is about you. So I'm going to use an old formula that is popular at graduations in order for you to see what you've done, where you are now, and where you're headed. Now, some of you have been at Rancho for a long time. Avina, Neha, Yana, it seems like the beginning of time. And there are a few of you who have been here for a relatively short period of time. Last year, the school was faced with a monumental challenge. Tesseract closed, and you had to form a school, more important for you guys, 1 class out of 2 bodies. I don't think anyone here will say that it wasn't an awkward and stressful time. During the first couple of months, we truly had a divided campus, and we, as faculty, we felt your pain. But slowly but surely something happened as the year went on, and you guys all came together to form a special group. You became a real family. I, along with several of the other teachers, have seen this bond grow over the last couple of years. You've laughed together. You've whined about homework together. You've dressed up in floaties battle gear and shot at each other. You've enjoyed lots of junk food together. You've been late back from campus lunch, off-campus lunch together. You've cheered for each other, made ugly sweaters together, you've studied together, supported each other, and genuinely have cared for each other. I believe that this senior class is truly a family, and you have formed that all on your own. But before you go on to the next phase of life, remember this. In today's world, we tend to be so quick in taking that next step of life, and we can't wait to leave the last behind in the rearview mirror. The saying, out of sight, out of mind, is a good one when it comes to focusing on studies or being chased down by a bully in the middle of the street. But don't let it be the door that closes out some fond memories. Don't forget the times you shared with each other this past year, during breaks, or during your so-called study hall time. Remember the shocked looks on your classmates' faces when Mr. Brown would crash into the side of the window during class. Keep the memories of riding on the rally bus for basketball and volleyball playoff games. And don't forget all the fun you had during those multiple sessions of convocation. It's been a long ride over the past year, but like the Tower of Terror, there have been some ups, there have been some downs, and sometimes where you just wanted to get sick. But in the end, you still wanted to buy the picture at the end of the ride so you could remember the experience. So where do you go now? Well, now is summer. First, get through tonight and the laughs and the tears that will follow this ceremony. It's going to happen. Then many of you will scatter throughout the world. Some of you will go back to your own country, while others may travel to other places around the United States for one final fling before heading off to college. This is a short section of the speech. My advice here is enjoy your parents and your loved ones over the next few weeks. They've supported you all along the way, and they're the ones that are going to have a rough time of it because they know what's about to happen, and you don't necessarily know. Remember, you're the ones leaving them, and whether you'll be going to college close to home or far away, the relationship that you have with your family, it's never going to be the same. For some, this transformation will happen right away. For others, it's a slow process, but the biggest gift that you can give those who supported and love you is a little bit of time this summer. So thank them, enjoy some special moments with them, and let them know they did a good job preparing you for life's next step. Okay, enough of the mushy stuff. Now the last step. What lies ahead? You're about to begin a brand new adventure. If you're a little bit anxious or stressed, don't worry, change does that to everyone. We are all creatures of habit, and we feel secure in the things that are familiar. College is not familiar. You go to a school now with 15 students in a class and 100 in the whole school. Get ready to experience some classes that will be almost as big as your entire school. It's nothing like the close-knit community of high school, and it's an entrance into a much bigger world. Scared yet? But what a world. Imagine this, classes that you want to take instead of have to take. Setting your own curfews that you decide you should have. Forming a class schedule that fits your timetable. Hey, if you want to sleep until noon before going to class, you can. And if it's the moving out experience that you're looking forward to, then get ready for the comfort of stretching out in a closet built for two with a bathroom you can share with a dozen of your closest friends, otherwise known as the dorm room. You get to eat when you're hungry, snack on whatever junk food you want to, but I do have a tip for you. For those of you who'll be living close to home, keep your house key, because your parents' house is still the cheapest grocery store and laundromat in town. But in short, college is the key to the independent life that you have always dreamed about. But also be ready, because there are some growing pains along the way. The truth is, college is an enormous opportunity for you to explore, examine, and reflect. My gosh, I know I sound like an IB commercial, sorry. But you do have an endless amount of possibilities in front of you. You can try new classes, take new challenges, and there's no limit to how many times any of you can change your major, which you probably all will. There are no boundaries, nor restrictions, so chase every dream and let nothing hold you back. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to have to live with your decisions. So, as I've told you guys in class so many times, they may as well be your decisions. I remember one of the scariest days of my life when I graduated from college. No, it's not a track coach story. My dad looked at me, he was so proud of me. He asked me if I'd had fun during the past 4 years, and I'm beaming at the eyes. I'm like, yeah, it was awesome. It was so much fun. It was a great time. And he smiled at me and then got all serious, and he said, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, because now we expect results. That's when I wanted to go back to college. So enjoy your college experience. Make new friends. Travel when you can. Take a variety of classes. Go to football games. Do an internship. Go to parties. Join a band. Play intramurals. And experience life so that you will be prepared for the time when the world expects to see the results of the well-rounded person that you're going to become. As I said, college is a special time. Over the next 4 years or so, you will discover many things about yourself. The friendships you have right now will last, but the paths you all take are going to be very unique because you're very unique people with your own specific set of ambitions and skills. You know, I heard it described earlier this year in the form of the word nobleism, is to say that students, no matter where they're from, are unique and individual, with no two being exactly the same. That definition applies to each one of you today. Don't follow anyone else's dreams. Don't change to be like anybody else, because there are several different paths to success. The last piece of advice I will leave you with today is to not leave college with any regrets. You definitely need to think about the decisions you make, because you are now accountable for your actions, and you are the one that will ultimately live with them. But don't be afraid to take chances or shy away from new experiences, because this is your time. I know it sounds cliche-ish, but it really is. It's your time, nobody else's. Chase the dreams, think big, and go for it, because you all have the same chance and the same opportunities in front of you. Take advantage of those opportunities, and after you're done, do your own great thing. Congratulations, class of 2017. I wish you the very best. Thank you very much.
For your listening pleasure, I'm very pleased to announce Kaylee Payne, Joshua Kaplan, Sheer Chop, and Madeline de Brabant.
Well, you done me and you bet I felt it. I tried to be chill, but you're so hot that I melted.
Fell right through the cracks. Now I'm trying to get back.
For the cool down right now, I'll be giving it my best. So nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention.
Reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some. Count on me like 1, 2, 3, and I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you. Like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah.
If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep,
I'll sing a song beside you.
And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me,
Every day I will remind you,
so
I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm sure there's no need to complicate. Our time is short. This is our fate. I'm yours.
Well, open up your mind and see like me.
Open up your plans and damn, you're free. Look into your heart and you'll find love, love, love.
Listen to the music of the moment, people dance and sing.
We're just one big family, and it's our God-forsaken right to be loved, love, 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 love. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. I'm yours.
To be named valedictorian is one of the highest academic honors that can be received upon the culmination at each level of education. At Rancho Solano, the valedictorian must have attained the highest grade point average across all 4 years of their high school years. We would now like to invite up Mr. Chris Green to present the valedictorian of the class of 2017.
The valedictorian for the class of 2017 is Mr. Joshua Miles Kaplan. Come on up.
Welcome, parents, teachers, friends, and of course, the graduating class of 2017. I am honored to be standing before you today. When I was first asked to speak, I'll admit I was a little bit nervous and surprisingly at a loss for words. So, like any other teenager, I turned to Google and I looked up best graduation speeches. But all I found were cheesy inspirational quotes like, "This is the time of our lives," and "Graduation is just the beginning." But as cliche as they might sound, there's some truth to them, because who we are today isn't who we will be 4 years from now. In fact, I am just one part of a class of mathematicians and musicians, social entrepreneurs and state champions, and volunteers and visionaries. I am so lucky to be surrounded by such passionate, curious, and ambitious classmates who I know are going to change the world in so many ways. I'll be honest, I'm not really sure what kind of advice I can give to an already extraordinary class. So instead, I'll share some wisdom I learned from my mom, because as I've discovered, and much to my dismay, moms are always right. When I was younger, my mom used to tell me, inertia is the most powerful force whenever I had to try something new. I never quite understood what she meant, but the idea was this: the thought of change can be absolutely terrifying. It's always easier, safer, more comfortable to continue along the same path, even when we're sure that path leads nowhere. Sometimes we don't even get to choose which path we take. I experienced that 2 years ago when my old school Tesseract closed down a month before the year ended. I felt lost and confused, but I remembered that inertia either propels you forward or leaves you feeling paralyzed. So I came here with some of you right beside me, and I was welcomed with open arms. Even though I've only been at Rancho Solano for 2 years, I have learned so much. Mr. Noble taught me that life is a journey that can, and always, should be compared to a cross-country race. Dr. Spencer reminded me to always question the world I live in, and when in doubt, break out in African tribal dancing. Miss McCarty showed me the power of the spoken word, especially when doing dramatic readings of Shakespeare. Senora Valente revealed the importance of spontaneity, creativity, and a good red blanket for flamenco dancing. Dr. Kirby made sure I knew the value of listening, especially to the most confusing pieces of music. And Miss Bromfield taught me that chocolate makes everything, even calculus, much more enjoyable. But the most valuable lesson I learned this year was in physics class, because I discovered the definition of inertia. As it turns out, the real reason why we're so resistant to change isn't because of ourselves, it's because of science. Sir Isaac Newton's law of inertia states that an object at rest tends to stay at rest, and an object in motion tends to stay in motion in the same direction unless acted upon by an outside force. According to Newton, we each have a choice to either remain stagnant or be in motion. Inertia is simply a matter of trajectory, and when we allow it to move us forward, that's when we create meaningful and purposeful change. Inertia grants us the power of fearless momentum, of turning thoughts into action, of being comfortable with the uncomfortable, of dictating our own journeys. Inertia is the force of nature that turns us into forces of nature as we pursue our dreams. There's a reason why the law of inertia is universal. Somehow, it always leads you in the right direction, so long as you choose to succumb to its force. So, class of 2017, this is our time. We've been called upon to put ourselves into motion, to propel ourselves into the next stage of our lives. And even though the future might not always be clear, we do always have the power to dictate the direction. That's the beauty of inertia. I want to leave you with one last piece of wisdom from my personal idol, Hannah Montana. Life is what you make it, so let's make it rock. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2017.
Seniors, your big moment is upon us. I would like to invite Mr. Chris Green to the podium.
It is now my pleasure to award to you your high school diploma. Mr. Brown, could you join us at the stage?
First of all, we'll get started with Neha Aliti. Neha has been a student at Rancho for 8 years. She is actively involved in Key Club, Pre-Med Club, and student government. She has also represented the school for the past 4 years on the state level in tennis and has been the state champion for 2 years in a row. Neha will continue to pursue her tennis and academic career in Nova Southeastern's 7-year osteopathic medicine program, where she hopes to become a pediatrician. Neha Aliti. Colden Scott Balfour Wallace. Colden has been a student for 2 years at Rancho. He would like to thank his parents, Cheryl and Bob, and his Aunt Stacy for allowing him to follow his dreams. Also, special thanks to Ms. Mitchell and Ms. Roman for their support and for all the chocolate throughout this entire process. Colden will be attending ASU in the fall to study secondary education. Colden Balfour Wallace. Xian Yu. Cassiopeia has been an RSPS for 2 years. She has loved her time here. She's been a part of the IB program, very much enjoyed the basketball season. She learned a lot from starting an animal welfare club. Last but not least, she has found her interest of learning chemistry and will pursue a major in chemistry in college. Chen Yu. Shir Yao Chop. Shir has attended Rancho Solano for the past 2 years, and next year she will begin pursuing her dream to become a hit songwriter at Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee. One of her favorite memories at Rancho is getting to dance with her friends at prom this year. Shir wants to give big thanks to her parents and friends for believing in her and her passions. Shir Chop. Marie Madeline Grace Estelle de Brabant. Madeline has attended Rancho Solano for the past 3 years. She looks forward to attending Arizona State University in the fall. Madeline de Brabant. Gilles Debrou. Gilles has attended Rancho for 2 years. What he liked most at Rancho was the tight community and playing soccer with his friends. He will be studying business at ASU Barrett Honors College in the fall. Gilles Deroux. Edward Kind Gaylord III. Edward has been a Rancho student for 4 years. He looks forward to attending America University in the fall. Edward Kind Gaylord. Emma Ray Gothi. Emma has been a Rancho Solano student for 2 years. What has made her experience most memorable was participating in varsity athletics with her friends. Emma will be attending Chapman University in the fall and is excited to be a Panther for the next 4 years. Emma Gothi. Richard Gonzalez. Richard has attended Rancho Solano for all 4 years of high school. He is looking forward to taking a gap year before attending university. Richard Gonzalez. Max Talon Harrington. Max has been a Rancho student for the past 2 years. Max is very excited to attend Bournemouth University in England this fall. Max Harrington. Tuan Duc Nguyen. Tuan has attended Rancho for 2 years. He has loved being part of the school community by participating in chess, tennis, and student government, as well as the IB program. He has also enjoyed learning with his teachers and friends. Tuan looks forward to attending Drexel University with a focus on business studies. Tuan Duc Nguyen. Chiang Yaju. Angel has been at Rancho for 4 years. She has had an amazing experience at Rancho and has spent a lot of good time with this big family that she calls home. She will go to Penn State in the fall. Chiang Yajun. Joshua Miles Kaplan. Since joining Rancho Solano 2 years ago, Josh has become an active member of student government, Key Club, National Honor Society, and the Trailblazer Ambassador Program. organizing school-wide service and social events. Next year, Josh will attend Emory University on a full-ride Woodruff Scholarship, pursuing a double major in global health and economics. Joshua Miles Kaplan. Katerina Koselnikova. Katerina has been a student of Rancho Solano for 3 years. She will attend the University of San Diego in the fall, majoring in linguistics. She would like to say thank you to her family for all of the support throughout her journey. Katerina Koselnikova. Ariana Reeves Lesniak. Ariana Lesniak joined the Rancho Solano community 2 years ago. She has loved being able to explore her scientific interests through both her biology and physics internal assessments. Ariana is looking forward to attending George Washington University in pursuit of a career in computational biology. Ariana Lesniak. John Liu. John Liu has been a student at Rancho Solano for 2 years. His favorite memories for Rancho Solano are participating in sports and clubs. John looks forward to attending GCU in the pursuit of a career in science, in business, and management. John Liu. Avina I. Nakvi. Avina has had the privilege of calling Rancho Solano her home for the past 15 years. She is grateful for the opportunities given to all students to explore and excel inside and outside of the classroom, as well as her teachers, advisors, coaches, and friends she has met through Rancho. But most importantly, she thanks her mom and dad for their unconditional love and support through all her highs and lows. Avina plans on majoring in biomedical sciences at Barrett, the Honors College, and in pursuit of becoming a pediatrician. Avina Nakvi. Willow Ray Nash. Willow has attended Rancho Solano for 4 years plus. She will be attending Arizona State University in the fall. Willow Ray Nash. Raven V. Paget. Raven has gone to Rancho for the last 3 years. Raven will be attending the University of Arizona and will be majoring in veterinary sciences. In the future, she plans to pursue a career in the medical field. Raven Paget. Anish K. Patel. Anish has been at Rancho for the last 2 years. Anish has enjoyed being a part of many sports teams and creating memories and friendships with a variety of students from different grades. Anish will be attending Trinity University in the fall and plans on majoring in engineering. Anish Patel. Kaylee Payne. Kaylee has attended Rancho Solano for 6 years. She has enjoyed being a part of the sports teams at Rancho. Kaylee would like to thank her parents, teachers, friends, and family for supporting her in all of her endeavors. Kaylee plans to attend Arizona State University in the fall and plans to study exercise and wellness program. Kaylee Payne. Jennifer Marie Pede. Jenny has been a part of the Rancho family for 9 years. She has enjoyed her times at both the Ventura campus and the Old Gilbert campus and is forever grateful to the part of the loving family that comes with being a student at Rancho Solano. Jenny would like to thank her friends, family, and teachers for all the love and acceptance they have shown her. Jenny looks forward to pursuing a career in education in marine biology. Jenny Pede. Christopher Francis Reichland. Christopher has attended Rancho Solano for 2 years. He looks forward to going to the University of Arizona and achieving as little student debt as possible in pursuit of a degree in biomedical engineering. Christopher Reichland. Sophie Alice Rolls. Sophie joined Rancho Solano as a freshman and has enjoyed her 4 years here. She will be attending W.P. Carey School of Business at ASU to pursue a degree in business law and a minor in technology. She would like to thank her mom and dad for their constant love and support. Sophie Rolls. Brittany Christina Underwood. Brittany has been a part of the Rancho family for 2 years. She looks forward to attending Grand Canyon University in the fall. Brittany Christina Underwood. Yana L. Vandenberg. Yana has been attending Rancho Solano since the 3rd grade. She loves learning from her amazing teachers who have inspired her over the years to go above and beyond. She will be double majoring in math and global affairs at ASU Barrett Honors College in the fall. Yana L. Vandenberg. Jessica Morgan Wilder. Jessie has been attending Rancho Solano for the last 2 years. She has loved participating in soccer, cross country, basketball, and sand volleyball. Jessie will be attending the University of Oregon, Clark's Honors College, next fall, pursuing a career in sports medicine. Jessica Wilder. Jacob Austin Woodford. Jacob has been a proud Mustang for 2 years. He has thoroughly enjoyed his academic experience with the IB and being able to learn alongside his international friends. Jacob will be attending Seattle Pacific University in pursuit of a career in biology. Jacob Austin Woodford. Chen Chan Yao. Chen Chen, being only a Rancho for the last 2 years, stated it feels like a lifetime. To her, Rancho is many things, but most of all, it's home. She couldn't have asked for better people to grow and to learn with. Words cannot describe how much she loves the Rancho community and all it's given her over these past 2 years. Chen Chen Yao. Matthew Youngs. Matthew has been a student at Rancho for the last 3 years. He loves the sports he has played, friends he has made, and the first period study halls so he could sleep in. Matthew is going to the University of Arizona to major in business marketing with a double minor in film and photography. He would also like to shout out to his mom, dad, and Kim for always being there. Matthew Youngs. Yu Chan-yen. Charlotte has attended Rancho Solano for 2 years. She's enjoyed the time being a part of the Rancho basketball and cross-country team and as a part of the IB program. She is glad to be a member of the Rancho dorm community and will be attending the University of Washington, Seattle. Yu Chan-yen. Chao Ching Xuan. Yao Ching Xuan was not able to be with us this evening. She has attended Rancho Solano for 4 years and looks forward to attending the University of California, San Diego in the fall. Congratulations.
Graduates, it is time to make it official. Please rise. It is my pleasure to confer that you have completed and exceeded all necessary coursework as required by the State of Arizona and International Baccalaureate Diploma Program. It is now time to move your tassel from the left to the right. All right, I'm going to count, and then you may throw your hats, all right? 1, 2, 3! Congratulations, class of 2017.